Welcome to another episode of Learning Uncut. As always, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and the connection to land, sea, and community. Today is an interesting and slightly unusual episode in that I've got two small business owners who are doing a fabulous job at addressing the structural engineering skills shortage in Australia to talk about the work they are doing, why it matters, and how they're going about it. So, welcome Moly Ashtari to Learning Uncut
Thank you, Michelle.
and Alex Jovanovski. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
I still remember when I was on the plane, that sort of, feeling that, you're leaving everything behind and you're on a plane. And when you arrive, there's nobody waiting for you at the airport to just welcome you and say, okay, let me just run you through how life is here. And these are, at least you've got a house to go to and you've got a network of people to support you. I didn't have any of that at the very beginning, but then Alex came in my life and his family, so I that later on. But from the beginning, it was just, yeah, quite challenging.
It can be really difficult for migrants coming to Australia to use their skills for all sorts of reasons. We have a lot of migrants in this country, and the number of times you've jumped into a taxi or Uber and you start a conversation with the driver, and it turns out they're highly skilled, and Australia, for whatever reason, is not using their skills.
Like you said before, Uber driving, petrol station attendants, and so on. And again, an honest dollar is an honest dollar. So there's no problem with, working in any field, but you've got skilled workers that have gone through university for minimum 4 to 5 years. They've paid the money, paid the time, and now they're working in unrelated field, not because they want to, but only because they don't have the right local experience. And this is where we came in. And this is how LearnPedia was formed, through our pain of training these engineers and then for them to leave for all sorts of reasons. Well, you're in the game, so you know what it's like when it comes to education and training. They're trained to some degree in education. The education background takes them to a certain stage, but then they really need the real life experience, the real life exposure coming from people in the field, not people in the academic field. So this is people in the field, for example, such as Moly, somebody that has actually dealt with builders, dealt with architects, done all sorts of projects and works on all sorts of projects, has come across all sorts of real life challenges. And to be able to pass this on to these guys is huge.